I think 100%. That is considering the suffering we are going through. You realize how much the betting farms, not really the betting farms, that SportsPesa, particularly SportsPesa, how they touched all corners of the sporting pillars. I am talking about football, I'm talking about rugby, I'm talking about boxing and everything. Now, after the exit, and even the Sports Journalists Association, by the way, so all of them are suffering at the moment, and I think negotiations and eventual restoration of the betting farms will go a long way in making a difference in the sporting circles. Actually, a lot. A lot. You're talking about the Premier League, where they were sponsoring the Premier League and the clubs. These are clubs who do not have any other sponsor. I think they rely 100% on the sponsorship from the betting farms. We are talking about teams like FC Leopards and Gor Mahia, who are really depending on SportsPesa to fund their programs. We are talking about Kariobangi Sharks, who really benefited from SportsPesa. We are talking about people like Zarika, whose sponsorship was fully funded by SportsPesa, including training in London and all that. We are talking about Kariobangi Sharks and those guys in the slums there who are benefiting from the merchandise from SportsPesa. We are talking about the Sports Journalists Association, who are running a program on the monthly football of the month, and receiving 100,000, and even the team receiving an extra 100,000. I think it's a major blow to the sporting circles. Not forgetting rugby, for example, who are also beneficiaries before they stopped after the first threat where SportsPesa withdrew. So it is an all-round thing, and I don't know how this year they are going to survive, considering that the league is stranded. We had the sports awards yesterday organized by sports journalists. I mean, this thing will have been organized by the Kenya Premier League, but after the exit of SportsPesa, they have nothing else to do but just to look at each other. First, most of the clubs, I think we are bound to see a lot of walkovers in football, whereby clubs cannot afford to travel maybe to Mombasa or Kisumu, or rather those ones in Kisumu or Mombasa or the other grassroots areas will not be able to travel to Nairobi. So, I mean, those walkovers will be there. It should be boring. And two, again, even to fans have, some of them have lost a little bit of interest, because what drove them was to watch the matches, interest themselves and bet, get something at the end of the day. But at the moment, they're back to their usual chores, because you cannot just sit back. But at least they were sitting back knowing that we'll watch matches, and after the match there's something coming through our phones and all that. So it's a major blow. As much as we want to look at what betting farms used to benefit, we should also be realistic and look at how they used to benefit also the community, because some of these clubs, before the arrival of the betting farms, they were really struggling, and some of them have really changed in terms of performance and everything, and even recruitment after the arrival of betting farms like SportsPesa. So it is really a challenge, and I think I foresee the sporting arena struggling this particular season, that is 2019-2020. So it will be a big blow to all of us.